Warning: some viewers may find the following content to be disturbing. Viewers' discretion is advised. Hello my dorks, it's the Dork over here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing another ranking video. The top 10 most iconic creepypastas, in my opinion, but I guess this counts for everybody. Now, what I mean by iconic is well known, so this could be also the top 10 most well known creepypastas. Anyways, this can range from any kind of creepypasta, lost episode, haunted game, and just general creepypastas. Now, this is my opinion, some of you might disagree with these, but I think a lot of you would agree with me, because I imagine that these are the ones that when you say the words creepypasta to somebody, these are the creepypastas that will most likely come to their head, including myself. Now, as I always say, iconic doesn't mean good. This isn't ranking a good creepypasta list, I've already done another video on that. Anyways, without a hold up, let's get into the number 10 spot, shall we? Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have username 666. Now, this is only getting number 10 because, it's kinda cheating. Username 666 isn't technically a creepypasta, since it's more of an urban legend. However, most people nowadays consider it a creepypasta, and I will call it that for the sake of this video. Now, this story is very well known. I'm pretty sure a lot of you in the audience have heard of username 666. I'll explain it briefly. Essentially what it is, there was a legend where if you typed in 666 as a YouTube channel and you tried to go to it, there would be nothing, like it would be errored. But if you kept refreshing the picture, and like the whole website, it would get more and more scarier and more demonic. Then eventually you have creepy audio, videos, all kinds of disgusting stuff about on the screen. So that's pretty much it in regards to it. But overall, very well known. A lot of people love this one. Including myself, it's pretty cool. I suggest giving it a watch, because there are tons of videos about username 666. Anyways, let's get on to the number 9 spot. Coming in at the number 9 spot, ladies and gentlemen, it's Eyeless Jack. I hate this story. You guys, I'm pretty sure some of you in the audience don't like this story either. I've already done a video on it, kind of it's in the debunking of Eyeless Jack. But anyways, you can't deny that it's very well known. I grew up hearing about Eyeless Jack, along with some other stories that I'll get to. But yes, very well known. And it's often associated with Tiki Toby, is that his name? I don't know how to say it properly if I'm butchering the pronunciation. And also Clockwork, like this chick, and also Jeff the Killer. But overall, I don't like this story, but it is very well known. That's why it's getting the number 9 spot. Let's go on to number 8. Coming in at number 8, we have Happy Appy. Now this is a pretty well known, like, TV show creepypasta. Pretty sure a lot of you guys know about Happy Appy. But overall, I've heard of this story. I've never took the time to actually sit down and listen to it, or read it all the way through. But I know the whole general concept of it. Now, I can't believe I'm going to say this, everybody. Don't laugh at me in the comments section. But I found out about Happy Appy in Creepypasta rap battles. I know. Are you fucking kidding me? That's real. It is a real thing. I can't believe it. But it's a video I saw ages ago and it had Happy Appy in it. It was the first time I saw him. But yeah, I guess that's a little piece of trivia you guys know now about me. And you probably think, and you guys are probably cringing, and I can't speak. Whatever, I'm still leaving this in, that's 2 gold. Anyways, let's get on to number 7. Coming in at the number 7 spot, we have The Grieving. Now, this is also a very well-known lost episode creepypasta with Gumball in it. And I remember hearing this one when I was first getting into the series. It scared me, I'm gonna be honest, because I was still young, and I was a pretty big fan of Gumball. Like, the episode The Joy from Gumball where they like turn into zombies still creeped me out when I was very younger when I first saw it. But overall, it's a nice story, for the most part. It did underwhelm me though. It's not as good as I remembered it to be. But still very well known nonetheless. Anyways, let's get on to the number 6 spot. Coming in at the number 6 spot, we have a classic, everybody. The Russian Sleep Experiment. I'm going to take a guess and say that not very many of you haven't heard of this story. I've covered it, it was one of the stories I read in my 100 subscriber special. But overall, this has become one of my favourites. The unique setting and the overall concept of it and the ending is what puts this creepypasta on the list. Everybody loves the ending and just the whole what happens in the gas chamber, them going crazy. And I don't think I've seen another creepypasta do that before. That's why it shot up in everybody's iconic ratings or whatever the hell. But yes, this is very well known, very appreciated, and I agree, it should deserve to be here, that's why it's here. Anyways, let's get to the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot, Pokepasta fans rejoice. It's Lavender Town Syndrome. This has to be on this list. You'd be stupid to not include it. Everybody and their mother knows about this story, and what it does, and what it is. Listening to a certain track in a video game leads to your death. This story single-handedly kicked off the Pokepasta craze, I believe. And even if it didn't, this is the most well-known. If you're a Pokepasta fan, you can't have not heard of Lavender Town Syndrome. But it is pretty bad in my opinion. But that doesn't stop it. I used to listen to Pokepastas when I was younger and first getting into the franchise, thanks to Some Ordinary Gamers. And Lavender Town Syndrome was one of the first I heard. And it was pretty good, at least in my young standards back then. But scary. Anyways, let's get on to the number 4 spot. Coming in at number 4, we have The Rake. Oh, sorry, wrong picture. There, that's The Rake. I'm sure a lot of you, who creepypasta fans, know about The Rake. Some people consider this on par with Jeff the Killer and whatnot. I don't really, in my opinion, because I imagine that there's at least a couple of you who haven't heard of The Rake. But anyways, it's one of my favourite stories. Scared the hell out of me when I was younger because of the image. I love the story about it. I love how it takes place in multiple people's point of view. It's really good. And naturally, I think this is also one of the first to come around, so everybody knows about it. Hence the ranking. I still think it is higher ranked and more well known than Lavender Town Syndrome, because Lavender Town Syndrome is more for Pokemon fans, while The Rake can be for everybody of the fans. Anyways, let's get on to the number 3 spot. Coming in at number 3, we have 2 spots here, because I really can't pick between them in terms of most well-known / iconic. We have SuicideMouse.avi and Abandoned by Disney. If you're a Disney fan and you're a Disney creepypasta fan, these two immediately should come into your head if you're asked what a creepypasta about Disney is. Everybody who's a Disney fan knows the stories. Abandoned by Disney. Guy goes to a remote abandoned resort looking for stuff. Finds a photonegative suit that tears his head off. And Suicide Mouse, a lost cartoon featuring creepy stuff with a Russian text at the end. Everybody knows these two. I grew up and I heard Suicide Mouse when I was younger. It scared me as well. The music is also very scary. The banging on the piano, same with the music box. Abandoned by Disney was not as good as I remembered it to be. I only really liked the beginning and the end. But overall, you can't deny that these two are basically the forefathers of Disney creepypastas. Let's get on to the number 2 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have Sonic.exe and the Tails Doll Curse. And I guess on some kind of level you can include Sally.exe as well. But overall, I don't think Sally.exe is as well known as these two. Come on, I'm sure there's not a single person who don't knows about the Tails Doll Curse or Sonic.exe. Sonic.exe and the Tails Doll helped start the hyper-realistic and overall bloody and guts stuff as well. But yeah, these stories, very well known. I grew up with these two. I can remember some ordinary gamers playing through the Sonic.exe, like fan games. I remember him reading both of the stories. And the Tails Doll Curse, man. I watched somebody play through Sonic R, and when the Tails Doll, like he had to race him, I was very nervous. Because I couldn't tell if the glitch always happened, or if it was fake or not. I was younger, don't judge me. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the honourable mentions, as there is a couple that I wanted to include, but I'm not going to include. Let's do this. For the honourable mentions, we have Squidward's Suicide. I hate this story, and I'm not putting it on here. This is incredibly biased, I know, shake my head, but it's my list, don't at me. And I was going to do a section for Lost Episode Creepypastas, but whatever whatevs, I've just forgot about it. You all know Squidward's Suicide. I hate him, so he's not going to be on this list. Anyways, next up we have Sally.exe. Now I'm keeping this as an honourable mention, because it is very well known, but it's not as well known as Sonic.exe and the Tails Doll Curse, so naturally they end up here. We have Siren Head next. I haven't read on Siren Head, and I don't think he is a creepypasta, that's why I'm not putting him on this list. And lastly, we have the SCP Foundation. Both are just completely different from each other. They're both horror related in some sense, but I'm not putting the SCP Foundation on here. It is good, not a creepypasta. And I will do a debunking video on the SCP Foundation, I'll get to it. Anyways though, number 1 everybody, let's see what the most iconic creepypastas are. Number 1 spot, we have another three-way tie between Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, and Smile Dog. Obviously these are number 1. You guys pretty sure that some of these were coming at number 1. Let's be honest. If you haven't heard of Slenderman and you consider yourself a creepypasta fan, I'm shaking my head. Slenderman was everywhere in 2012 and 2011. Smile Dog, very well known. I shouldn't have to say much anyway. Very creepy concept. You know, looking at a picture causes you to die. Kinda reminds me of the SpongeBob bootleg episode, but that's more of a video. And lastly, Jeff the Killer. He's Jeff the Killer, do I have to say anything else? Literally the most iconic creepypasta in my opinion. But they all share a spot because I just couldn't pick between them. Yes, these are the most iconic creepypastas in my opinion. If you guys disagree with any of the entries on my list, that's fine, you're entitled to your own opinion. Also, if you want to, comment down below what is your opinion, like what is your ranking of the creepypastas, the most iconic ones. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this ranking video, and this double upload because I didn't upload for 3 days, I know. But if you enjoyed it, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I am now signing off.